everyone and welcome. I am Anti-Pirate and I'm here today with a gameplay video of an interesting game I had earlier. Let's be relatively quick and just get to it. There's some interesting things that happened in this game. So this is one of the first games where I've been trying out jump module on my Blitz. So the jump module gives me more speed. It jumps further when you have more speed. So I'm using it while the Blitz's ability is active, which gets me pretty much all the way to the beacon, which was really nice. Unfortunately, I don't manage to. There's two nightingales coming at me, and I don't quite manage to completely capture the beacon before they get on top of me. Now I'm able to use my deft survivor to take out one of their last stands, but with them healing each other, that was almost a waste of power, so I was jumping again there, but I'm not going to be able to hold this down. But the fact that I'm occupying two of them does well for my team. This is actually a squad battle. We have a squad of 4 against a squad of 2, so... And, well, I'm not going to spoil the end. So after the Nightingales managed to take me out, I respawn in my Ojun, and I'm just looking to pick off some people, get some kills, whittle down the enemy team. I don't want to take too much damage from the leech, so I have to take off, but luckily I was able to wait for his ability to start before mine, so I should have a decent time advantage. Honestly, I should have saved ammo for that gale. That would have put me in a much better situation. Taking hits from above so I get to cover. Trying to get a good idea of where my targets are. So there's the gale, and I want to make sure I finish this guy off as much as possible. So managed to get that there. Get in the air again, but I don't manage to save my last stand. Once again, I kind of missed out on an opportunity to target a gale because of having used my ammo a little bit carelessly earlier. Managed to get the June's last stand though. But I'm expecting him to go into the air at some point. So I'm gonna try and use cover and maybe get a little more damage in. So he goes in the air as expected. I'm gonna use this cover to protect myself from him. I'm damaged and the flames are gonna hit me some, so I do activate my module. And once I get my ability active again, I'm able to kill him. So now I am hoping for an opportunity to go after that gale. My bot is too damaged to really go for that beacon on the left there. And I see another gale, but then the Titan spawns and kills me rather quickly. So I see that this beacon is contested and bring in my bulwark over here. Now I know that this is not the same Oming, so I am thinking we need to start trying to take out some of their Titans so that when we start spawning our own Titans we aren't outnumbered. So this one's distracted, so I'm going to use that opportunity to get within range and wish the splash damage worked a little better, but I do manage to freeze him and get to cover. This one's not too strong. Now he's still pretty distracted, so I'm actually able to I see that I'm suppressed, so I'm gonna wait. Not gonna hurt my total damage, but I do get hit from the side here pretty hard by the respawn. But I forced them to stand on the beacon at the very least. Now I see that center's contested, so I bring in my Ravana. This is kind of where the next interesting part starts to happen. We've got a Furball on the stick, which performs very well in this game, defending center and his Arthur. take this opportunity to try to sneak this beacon, but I was not paying attention very well to the players at the top because they had 2 people ready to respawn when I made that move, and it was a little bit reckless of me. It ends up turning out okay. I'm able to use cover to kind of get away from this June, and the Loki is one of the things that respawns. He isn't able to hit me very well with the splash. Use my ability again. And now I go after this June. He can just trigger my last stand, but then I trigger his, get another ability charge, and I expect he's about to come out of cooldown, so I use QR. And I don't think he was expecting the QR Ravana. Now, I don't know if this Loki has noticed that I have QR, but he is starting to move away. I'm going to try to do some damage through skill shots. I don't want to just hang out on the beacon, so I'm going to try to leave too, but I'm not going to let him just turn around and go back. And now my QR is available again, so I'm going to use that and pull around the corner and finish off the Loki. So that's 2 QR kills after my last stand was triggered. We're still pretty close on tape, but we're down on beacons by just a little bit. Now I see another Ojun. He goes into the air, and I think I'm pretty close here. I'm gonna try to get him again with the QR, and 3 QR kills. I definitely believe that phase shift and healing are more powerful on the Ravana, but I would use too many power cells that way. Finish off that Strider that's trying to use cover, and my injured Ravana is not going to be any match for this Arthur. So I want to make sure I hold down the beacon as much as possible, so I go ahead and respawn my my Nodens. And here we have Furball on a stick again. Now, the one thing that I always notice about Nodens is that skilled and powerful players make much better healing targets than random people who get themselves destroyed really quickly. Some people can't help it, particularly with their weaker bots. So unfortunately, I'm not able to keep the beacon, but I am able to kill the Arthur. And I'm gonna think and then Furball is turning the beacon, and I'm gonna keep healing him because, and he's doing really well here. I'm actually gonna drop a link to his channel down below in the description, so check that out if you want to. I'm finding more healing targets. I'm keeping an eye on my, my partner here. Gonna try to keep him healed up, keep him going for as long as I can. And there's a nice little suppression. And this cover's not quite enough for this Ming. Keep healing for a while. Now, Ravanas don't make the best healing targets because the healing does nothing while they're in Transcendence, but they do still have a lot of health. So, like a max Ravana, like I assume his is, make decent targets when they're actually brawling. We managed to pick up that other beacon, but they respawned somebody. Not going to be a huge problem for a Titan and a Ravana, though. But now we're getting pretty down to the wire. We've got the beacons back in our favor, but we're behind on tape. They've got one guy left, but we don't have very much time. And I'm in this slow Titan. It's actually probably right here where I maybe should have respawned into something faster. I'm trying to remember what I have left at this point. Already used my Ravana. But here I'm going to go ahead and try to get their home beacon. Well, they're going back. Well, these two are going for my home beacon because I can support them I'm not super fast, but at least I can continue to support them from a distance with healing and suppression. What is I? Okay. So we get the low-key respawn. I try to skill shot him a little bit because of the elevation difference, but it doesn't really work. He's using jump. I managed to turn this beacon white, but I'm worried about center beacon, so I immediately start queuing up my invader. Yeah, so if I had switched to the invader sooner, I probably would have been able to cover the distance a lot faster. I messed my jump up here, and I don't get to the center beacon, but the tape has turned in our advantage just in the last 10 seconds of the game, and we managed to get that victory. So, ended up being a really close game, even though, you know, we have a couple of uneven sized squads, but we've got some top quality randoms, especially on our side. Furball on a stick with 14 kills, almost 4.5 million damage, and 5 beacons. Excellent showing from him. You can check out his channel down below. And that is that. Thank you everyone for watching. If you like this video and want to keep seeing more, you know, be like a helpful mender. Come on. And hit the buttons down below, like, subscribe. You can even share it and hit the bell icon so that you can get notified when more videos are going live. For now, may you have good luck in battle and a good day, whatever time it is where you are. I'm Andy Pirate, signing off.